Hi everyone, it's Moonlight Mason. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about James Charles and Marlena Stell, owner of Makeup Geek. I'm also going to be talking about Shane Dawson a little bit. I'm talking about two separate things in this video. One is going to be Marlena, James Charles, and Shane Dawson, and the other one is going to be about Shane Dawson, and I'm just going to make a little commentary about some of the stuff that's happened since his second video came out. So let's get right into it. So Marlena Stell, the owner of Makeup Geek, released an announcement that states, I have it right here, filming today for a special documentary that airs 2019 with Netflix, in which James Charles responded and said this woman knows nothing about the industry other than blaming her bad business decisions and personal issues on influencer at Netflix. This is absurd. I'd love to get in a room together. I don't know what that means. I'd love to get in a room together to show you the non-biased outline I've already made on this subject that documents all sides. Now, I got this from Karina Kaboom's video this morning in which she talked about this. So when Karina said she didn't know where all that, hostility or angriness or frustration from James Charles towards Marlena, she didn't know where that came from. I think I do. But let me just finish here. James Charles also went on to say, everything that I put my heart and soul and love and a ton of work into is always stolen by someone else. I feel so defeated right now. It's insane. And Shane Dawson replied, and he say, I hate to sound like a bitter old dad, but get used to it. The amount of things I've had stolen or ripped off is insane. You just got to do your own thing and keep raising the bar for yourself. Do you hear Netflix knocking at my door? Okay, he goes, nah. So, okay, I've got two things to say about this. The first one is, in response to Karina Kaboom, when I was watching her video and she says, I have no idea where this came from, all of a sudden I thought, you know what? James Charles must be a bit jelly. I said, he's jelly of Marlena Stell. And I was just thinking, and then I remembered, and you guys need to help me out here, because sometimes I think I'm living in a different universe. Did you see James Charles film with Tati, Westbrook? Did you see that video where they each had a minute? Was it a minute or 5 minutes to go into Sephora and pick out whatever they wanted really quickly, and then they went back to Tati's house and filmed a whole makeup look with what they got in there within a minute. Did you not see that? Because in that same video, which by the way, I went looking for it. I went to James Charles' channel. It's not there. I went to Tati's channel. It's not there. But this just happened a couple of days ago, so I'm not quite sure why or if that video got deleted. If you know, let me know. Please let me know. But at any rate, during that video, all James Charles was talking about was this exact subject. How he was researching and how he was, even making all kinds of, sharing his research and making all kinds of comments on the beauty community and all of the, hidden secrets of the beauty community. So that's exactly what happened. It's true. James Charles was doing all this research, and I don't think that it was stolen from him. Because I think it's too quick. Marlena states that Netflix contacted her, but I understand what he's saying because that video already came out. So if Marlena was watching that video between James Charles and Tati, which I don't know what happened to the video. Please let me know. Then, I don't know, maybe that's what, gave her this idea. I'm not sure. The other thing I have to say, though, is that Shane put his 2 cents to James Charles and said, you know what? Don't worry about it. You should see all the stuff that's been stolen from me. Okay, now this is where I have to say quite a bit, but I'm not going to go into details because I just don't feel it's necessary. But trust me, I have seen it's okay. What I'm about to share with you goes really well with the analogy that if I make a video and there's 32 views on the video, right? You're looking at the quantity, right? You're looking at the number 32. What's that? 32. 32 is like, nothing compared to millions. But what if those 32 viewers were really high influencers who have millions or thousands of subscribers and they make similar videos to mine? Trust me, without a doubt, I know this has happened to me many, many, many times because I'm a smaller YouTuber. So I know my words. I know my vocabulary. I know what I just said in a video. And it's been more than once, that I've seen my vocabulary repeated or a thought process repeated that was not just by chance. It was not, because I'm going to give you one example now, and if you know who I'm talking about, I don't mean any ill will towards anyone, because you know how much I talk about how I like everyone, which I really like James Charles. I like Karina. I've said that so many times. And, I have nothing against anyone, okay? So that's why I'm not going to actually name any names. But it was really interesting because, as you know, some of my videos don't get very many views. But in one video a while ago, I had said the truth. I had said something about me. I was just eating and biting, and, all of a sudden one of my back tooth, a piece of it just chipped off, and I pointed, I don't know if it was to the left or to the right, because I can't remember now where it was, because I did get it fixed. I think it was up here. I don't remember. But I pointed to where it was, and I shared that. And the next video that this person made that I watched, all of a sudden, way deep into the video, because I usually watch videos all the way, she said, last night I was eating something and I bit into something and part of my tooth, just a piece of it, it was so much detail that I knew that she got that from me. I knew 100% that she got that from me. It's confusing as to why she used it in her video, because it meant nothing, only maybe has, I don't know, filler, or I don't know, is filler or something. But you know what? It kind of made me happy, to be honest. It kind of made me happy because I'm like, oh, she watched my video. When it doesn't make me happy is when there are other YouTubers that I watch that have similar videos to mine and are of a similar mindset of me, of my mind, and their thought process kind of works the same. I know what James Charles is talking about. I know what Shane Dawson is talking about. And here I'm a small YouTuber, and my point is that no matter who you are, whether you're a huge celebrity or you're just a small YouTuber or you're just an up-and-comer, it doesn't matter who you are. When you put stuff out there into the world, like I'm doing this with you with this video, it's going to happen where larger people than you with more influence and more subscribers are going to take some of your thoughts and some of your words and make it their own, and that is what gets credit. That gets credit. That it happens in the workplace all the time. where people are stealing your ideas and never giving credit to you. Now, I do notice that Messy Mark does give credit where credit is due, and I really am trying my best, like I just shared, to do the same. Like I just shared with you that I watched Karina Kaboom's video this morning, and she's the one who was talking about this, which actually triggered my mind when she said, where did this come from? Like, where did James Charles come from with this? Well, he came from with this because it's true. Because I saw a video with him and Tati, and this is exactly what he was talking about. And I wanted to share that with you. I also wanted to share with you that it never, like my 32 views, I'm just using that, 75 views, 100 views compared to like 4 million views. It doesn't really matter who you know, right? So it doesn't really matter those 32 viewers. It matters who knows you. That's what matters the most, is who knows you, not who you know. So people think, they've got it a little backwards in their head. They think, oh, the more people I get to know and the more people that I network with and build a relationship with, but it's not like that at all. It's the opposite. It's the more people that see your work, that, know of you, that learn of you, that admire you, and you have no idea who these people are. That's where the power lies. The power lies in people that actually know you, not who you know. Now, the other part of this video that I wanted to talk about was Shane Dawson's last video on Jake Paul. He has gotten many, many comments, and today I had to go for an eye appointment, and I'm having problems with my eyes, and I have to actually have surgery on this left eye. But anyways, that's another video because I have a playlist on my glaucoma and cataracts. So I will be making a video on my an update video on my eyes. But anyways, that, like I said, I'll talk about that in an update video. But I'm sitting there, I got there kind of early, and so I'm sitting there and I'm just like reading through the comments on Shane Dawson's last video, which was yesterday. I don't think he's going to make a video I don't think he's going to publish a video today, because I think that he's trying to perhaps redo the editing, because many of the comments are justifiably, because a lot of you're stirring up a lot of things inside people within themselves that they didn't even know that could be a possibility. So you've got those viewers talking about, stuff, and then you have viewers saying, this is a really serious matter and shouldn't be, produced in this way with the music, like it's a horror film, or with all these edits and all this stuff. And so I know that Shane Dawson has listened to us. He made a couple of announcements earlier that apologized, and again, he restated that he wasn't trying to insinuate that this person or that person was a sociopath. He admitted to using actors in his, videos on Jake Paul. He admitted to using friends and family and different clips to make it more entertaining, which is some of the comments that I replied to was, think of this as a movie. And some people got mad, and some people said, well, I don't want to watch a movie. I want to watch like a documentary. Well, so he apologized, and he's trying to remove the edits of it being like a horror film, or, the music. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do. I know his intentions are well intended. I do believe that Shane is not trying to harm anyone. Also, the psychologist, she got a lot of heat for saying, it's hard, you guys. It's really hard when you're on camera, and she's probably not used to being on camera. So we got to be, a little nicer. And I understand that if all of a sudden, because of yesterday's video, you're like, looking around you and thinking about your mom and your dad and your sister and your best friend and yourself. And, I made many comments saying, please don't think that all sociopaths or psychopaths are going to kill you. And, you know, they're not all serial killers. I've made that comment many times on different videos, because I don't believe that that's what Shane is trying to say. And that's what he says. He's not trying to say that. He is trying to entertain us. He is making a documentary, and he's doing his best, because he said he loves editing horror sounds and horror music and all this stuff. And so he was just trying to merge these two things together. And unfortunately, he got some backlash. And I don't know if there's been a video published since I started filming this a few minutes ago. I know it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I will double check after this. And if there is, I'll make another video. But that's my video for today. I hope I did shed some light on the James Charles, Marlena Stell bit. If you guys know what happened to that video between Tati and James Charles, where he did talk extensively about his research, and you could tell that that's what he was into right at the moment and for quite a while. And so I could understand how he feels. I just think that with everyone, we just have to be a little more compassionate and a little more understanding and patient. And I want all of you guys to know that, you know, we should be very grateful that Shane Dawson is listening to his viewers, and he is doing a wonderful, great job to make everybody happy. Okay? And so I wish you a lot of happiness for the rest of the day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. By the way, I've been doing these videos with hardly any edits. That's good. Bye.